Okay, how are you doing so far? We started with pain relieving position, the Ottoman position, and then moved into lubricating those low back joints with some WD-40 slow segmental pain-free, hopefully pelvic tilts. We then began stabilizing your low back with deep core activation, your TVA with buttock squeeze and block squeezes. Next, we're going to begin to introduce gentle mobility to tease free the fascial neural restrictions that keep our joints locked. Now, I want to explain that some of you, your spines prefer flexion mobility, while others prefer extension direction. And still some of you may struggle with either. While it may not be full movement in either direction, there is usually a direction that is easier, less painful, and feels better for you. For example, the discs often need extension to heal, yet if the joints are arthritic and inflamed, they do not tolerate extension at all. And I'm trying to address everything for you. So my goal is to slowly return freedom of movement for you in all directions. So here's what I suggest. Below in your next sequence, I have both gentle non-weight bearing flexion biased movements. Single knee to chest, and if that works, you can proceed to double knee to chest, as well as hamstring stretch into nerve flossing if tolerated. And I also have some extension biased movements like frog, overhead lifts, lying on your stomach, and then prone on elbows. And trust me when I say your inner physician knows best. I advise you to slowly, carefully try each exercise and listen to your body. Before each new exercise, take a few slow, full breaths. Don't be afraid of the pain, but be attentive and stop at the beginning of a pinch. Try a few reps. If it doesn't get easier or go away, move on to the next exercise. You'll want to make a list of which exercises in stage 1 and stage 2 work for you. If single knee to chest, for example, does not feel good, it increases pain, then you won't even try double knee to chest, even though I placed it next. Instead, you're going to go straight to frog. Really try to relax in frog, no bracing, and then listen to your body. Does it feel good? Or not so much. You may have to try a couple of reps of each exercise to really get a sense, but sometimes you know immediately it's a hard no. And in that case, don't worry, move on to the next exercise. And for us in stage 1, I put overhead lifts next, which includes core bracing in that exercise. So it's generally good for everyone, and it's intended to free up the mid and upper spine. These large 12 segments are called your thoracic spine, and they're designed to give you the most mobility but are pretty stuck. So we really need to free them up to unload the low back. So this one should pretty much be on everyone's list. I then go to a hamstring posterior line stretch with some sciatic neural glide, and if tolerated, nerve flossing. Listen, really go slowly in that exercise. Never, ever push a nerve. More is not better here. Stop at the beginning of increased sensation. And I do tell you that on the video. If just getting into that position increases leg pain, you stop immediately. Don't even try it. Instead, you would carefully roll onto your belly, either with or without a pillow, and try lying on your stomach. Now we're moving into extension. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. Now, initially, lying on your belly, that position of extension is pinchy and a bit uncomfortable for most of us with chronic back pain. Yet, it often lessens as you lie there. And if it does decrease and lessen, then and only then would you slowly prop up onto your elbows. So it's fine if your focus in stage 1 is deep core activation, breathing, in just 1 or 2 exercises or movements, if that's what's tolerated. Stage 2 actually begins with a deeper focus on advancing core stability. If the movement here does not get easier in a few days to a week, then it's okay to skip to the first part of stage 2 and focus on core strengthening. Work with the first 4 exercises in stage 2, and then come back and try to mix in some of these movements in stage 1. For many of you, the core exercises with just a few mobility exercises in stage 1 and 2 combined will complete your program. Please listen very carefully. You do not need to do every exercise in this program. That is way too much. It's true that I often do a mixture of all the exercises in all 4 stages, but keep in mind, I have deformities I was born with, coupled with instability, probably from falling off the roof onto my spine, but also serious arthritis and bone spurs, and 3 disc herniations. So at different times, my body needs different things, and I'm blessed to have all these tools at my disposal. I want to make sure you have all the tools too, but you don't need them all. Most of the time, you won't need them all. So make a list of what works best for you and start there. Our goal is for you to return to doing your day-to-day without pain. But remember, patience paves the way to a gratifying recovery. So don't push, less is more. Make a list of what works for you. You don't need it all. Okay, let's keep going.